feet. It's a call to curiosity, a reminder that the pursuit of knowledge never ends. This habit also protects intelligent people from the dangers of arrogance and stagnation. The moment you start believing you know everything, you stop learning. You become blind to new perspectives and deaf to valuable lessons. But when you're honest about your limitations, you remain a student of life. For example, an intelligent leader isn't afraid to admit to their team, "I don't have all the answers, but I'm willing to figure it out with you." That honesty fosters trust, invites collaboration, and sets the tone for growth. So, how do you build this habit? Start by paying attention to your reaction when you encounter something unfamiliar. Do you pretend to know more than you do? Or do you embrace the opportunity to learn? Practice saying, "I don't know, but I'd like to find out," and watch how it changes your conversations and your confidence. Surround yourself with people who challenge your thinking, and don't shy away from asking them questions. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reflected deeply on the idea of self-awareness, reminding himself to stay humble and open to wisdom from all sources. Following this path doesn't just make you more intelligent, it makes you more grounded. Each time you admit what you don't know, you take a step toward becoming the kind of person who inspires trust, curiosity, and growth in others. And most importantly, you remind yourself that intelligence isn't a destination, but a journey, one that thrives on honesty, humility, and a hunger to keep learning. Relentlessly seeks to expand their knowledge. Intelligent people know that knowledge isn't static. It's not something you acquire once and store away like a trophy. It's alive, constantly growing, evolving, and demanding attention. For them, learning isn't just a task, it's a way of life. They understand that the more they know, the more they realize how much is left to discover. This mindset isn't about chasing perfection. It's about committing to curiosity and growth every single day. Knowledge isn't confined to books or classrooms. Intelligent individuals recognize that lessons are everywhere, in conversations, failures, nature, and even silence. They actively seek out opportunities to learn, no matter how small or unconventional they may seem. For instance, they might learn something valuable from a mentor, but also from someone younger or less experienced, appreciating that wisdom isn't tied to age or status. They see every experience as a chance to grow, every person as a potential teacher. One of the defining traits of intelligent people is their willingness to be uncomfortable in the pursuit of knowledge. Growth often requires stepping into the unknown, challenging what you think you know, and embracing the possibility of failure. Take a musician learning a new instrument or a professional diving into a skill outside their expertise. Intelligent people don't shy away from being beginners again because they know that mastery starts with curiosity and effort. Your challenge for the week is to dedicate 20 minutes a day to learning something new, reading a book, exploring a subject online, or practicing a skill you've always wanted to develop. Seek out diverse perspectives by exposing yourself to ideas and cultures outside of your comfort zone. For example, if you're used to consuming content from one point of view, deliberately explore another, not to agree or disagree, but to understand. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once wrote, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This timeless wisdom reminds us that there's no finish line in the journey of growth. Every bit of knowledge you gain, every skill you develop, adds a new layer to who you are. The relentless pursuit of learning doesn't just make you smarter, it makes you more adaptable, empathetic, and capable of navigating the complexities of life. And perhaps most importantly, it keeps you connected to that spark of curiosity, that makes the world feel endlessly fascinating. Owns their actions and their consequences. Taking responsibility for your actions is one of the most empowering things you can do, yet so many people avoid it. Why? Because it's uncomfortable. It forces you to confront mistakes, accept failures, and sometimes even face the pain you've caused others. But intelligent individuals understand that accountability isn't a burden, it's a tool for growth. By owning their actions and the consequences that come with them, they take control of their lives instead of being at the mercy of excuses, blame, or denial. Accountability requires honesty, not just with others, but with yourself. Intelligent people don't waste time pointing fingers or making excuses when things go wrong. Instead, they ask themselves, what was my role in this? What could I have done differently? This practice isn't about self-blame or dwelling on the past. It's about learning and moving forward with greater clarity. For example, if an intelligent person makes a mistake at work, they don't try to cover it up or shift the blame. They'll say, this is what happened, this is how I contributed to it, and here's how I'm going to fix it. That kind of integrity not only earns respect, but also fosters trust and self-confidence. Owning your actions also means taking credit for your successes, but with humility. Intelligent people don't downplay their achievements or act like they happened by accident. Instead, they acknowledge the effort, discipline, and decisions that got them there, while also recognizing the help they may have received along the way. This balance of confidence and gratitude makes them grounded and approachable. Building this habit starts with self-reflection. The next time you face a challenge or conflict, pause and ask yourself, what part of this do I control? How can I take responsibility for the outcome? It might feel uncomfortable at first, but over time you'll start to notice little changes. By owning your actions, you reclaim your power. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, emphasized this principle when he wrote, "You have power over your mind. Realize this, and you will find strength." In owning your choices, you take charge of your life. You stop being a passive participant and instead become the architect of your own story. Accountability isn't a limitation, it's freedom. It's the knowledge that while you can't control everything that happens, you can always control how you respond. And in that response lies your greatest power. Transforms criticism into a blueprint for growth. Most people shrink at the sound of criticism. It feels like an attack, a reflection of our shortcomings, or worse, a judgment of our worth. But intelligent individuals approach criticism differently. Instead of taking it personally or dismissing it outright, they use it as a mirror, a tool for self-awareness and growth. They understand that behind every critique, whether constructive or harsh, lies an opportunity to improve, refine, and evolve. The key lies in how they process it. Intelligent people don't let their emotions take over when faced with criticism. Instead of reacting defensively, they pause and ask themselves, is there truth in this? Even if it's uncomfortable, what can I learn from it? By separating their ego from the feedback, they focus on the value it offers. For instance, an intelligent person receiving critical feedback on a project won't waste time being offended or making excuses. They'll take the time to evaluate the input, identify areas for improvement, and apply what's valuable. It's important to note that not all criticism is equal. Intelligent people are discerning about the source and intent of the feedback. They know how to filter out noise, comments that stem from jealousy, misunderstanding, or negativity, and focus on feedback that comes from a place of insight or care. This ability to distinguish between helpful and harmful criticism ensures every passing comment does not derail them. From today, Try to change how you perceive criticism. Instead of seeing it as an attack, view it as a gift, an opportunity to see yourself from another perspective. Practice listening without interrupting or defending yourself, and reflect before you respond. You don't have to agree with every critique, but you should always consider it thoughtfully. The Stoics often spoke of welcoming feedback as part of self-mastery. Marcus Aurelius himself wrote, "If anyone can refute me, show me I'm making a mistake or looking at things from the wrong perspective, I'll gladly change." This mindset is a hallmark of intelligence. By embracing criticism instead of fearing it, you turn it into a catalyst for progress. It's not about being perfect, it's about striving to be better, one honest reflection at a time. When you treat criticism as a blueprint for growth, you unlock the courage to improve and the resilience to thrive, no matter what others say. Seeks truth by questioning with intention. In a world overflowing with information, finding what's true or false often feels like a needle in a haystack. Everywhere we turn, we're bombarded with opinions, assumptions, and surface-level narratives designed to capture our attention rather than deepen our understanding. But intelligent people approach the world differently. They don't simply accept what they're told, nor do they aimlessly question everything in an act of rebellion. Instead, they ask intentional, thoughtful questions that guide them toward clarity. The act of questioning isn't about being contrarian or skeptical for the sake of it. It's about staying curious and committed to finding what's real. Intelligent people understand that truth isn't always obvious,